Decision Plus has been and still is a leading stock market service provider. From training to coaching, we cover it all. Try both our software as well as our coaching site, completely free for 10 days without obligation. No credit card is needed to sign up for the trial. The trial subscription will be automatically canceled for you at the end. DecisionPlus.com, your stock market service center. Real-time coaching has been created. We search and classify critical reports and technical movements. You can visualize or hear the best buying and selling opportunities. Get real-time advice all day long and 3 live coaching shows per day. Let us do the work and save your time for trading. Try MarketGurus.tv free without obligation for 10 days in the menus above. Market Vision Plus is the trading companion of so many investors. Make your fundamental and technical analysis easy with Canada's #1 stock market decision-making software. Research, decide, and follow your positions with Market Vision Plus. See the menus just above this program and try Market Vision Plus for 10 days without any obligation after the show. When it comes to day trading, Trader Plus is the right tool. Track 50 quotes simultaneously. Create dozens of quick lists. Display as many as 30 real-time intraday charts at the same time. Watch the action with candlesticks or bar charts as fast as 10 seconds. See the market by sectors. Use the chart models already prepared for you. Try Trader Plus for 10 days in the menu above without any obligation.
Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the Swing Trading Show, Wednesday, August 1st. And the only thing left this afternoon is the FOMC. But for the moment, the situation is a little bit negative, as you can see here. All materials, all resources are down on the bottom of the day, and there's no rebound at all. And most of the sector are doing the same thing. They're all on the low of the day and no rebound. So I can see some worries in that. So we had a bunch of financial results this morning, starting with Apple, which was strong, 218 to 234 as their incoming earnings, but usually it has some effect on the other stock, but it didn't. So we were surprised to see the Nasdaq market coming back down after this this result, and I don't have time to go through all of those. Baidu has a positive earnings, but the stock is going down, so probably the next projections are bad because it went from 259 to 318. Pandora is bouncing back on its earnings to just 2 cents better. ArcelorMittal goes up. Sprint does nothing. Chesapeake is almost breaking down. Turquoise with a positive result now is going down, and Restaurant Brand is doing just nothing. Celestica went up on its earning and it's now coming down. It had 1 cent better. And Group CGE 109 to 108. The stock is not breaking down. It looks like it would, but you know it's not done yet. And Hudbay broke down also on its financial result, 13 cents to 9 cents. It should have gone down even more than that. And on Campbell Soup, it's not doing nothing. It's an institution that took a position of 200 million. It's a speculative fund. It's called Third Point. And that's all about the news. And the last one in Canada is Molson Coors. So Molson Coors has made a deal with Hydro-Poticari the cannabis company. So they are going to create a company that will develop a new beverage based on cannabis product. There will be no alcohol in there, but it's going to be made out some kind out of some cannabis. And talking about the cannabis, the situation is not doing so well. First of all, I will not buy this stock because of that news anyway, because you'll see on the daily chart there's too much resistance on it, and it's only a project so far. But all of the others are mostly on the correction side again today. So the sector is still to avoid. There's nothing really positive so far in that sector. So I would certainly wait before buying anything in there, unless it's when you see movements just in the very, very short term, day trading, and even there, you got to be very, very selective. So the market seems to be wary about the decision of the Fed. So if the Fed don't come out with something worse than expected, then we could see a strong rebound. Okay, because the market seems to be anticipating something not very positive. So, but it's at 2 o'clock in a couple of in an hour, 10-15 minutes that we will know about it. So USO went down this morning, and there is no recovery so far, and the stock this time are weaker than the crude oil. The gold went down too, and the stock there too are weaker because they're at the bottom of the day while the gold is not, and the mining went down too. So all signal or anything that looked like a signal today has been reversed today, and it's negative on the mining sector. That should be avoided totally so far, because I think the risk is quite heavy. The question bar is open, so feel free to come up with your question. We have a 15-minute show, so it's not going to be very long, so you should do it right now. And so we have a very little rebound now on NASDAQ and New York and the SPY, but nothing to be very interesting so far. So when you look at the crude oil, the USO is coming down towards its support, the gas too, and the stocks are doing the same. But the stock has not, we don't see many signals in bearish signal in the energy sector yet, but we do in the gold sector, because the gold is almost on a new low again, and you see the TTGD is heading down, and despite some stock that looks good, because past 425 there will be a buy signal on Yamana, but it's not the case of everyone. Westdome still holding up there, Kirkland also. These are the strongest one, but there are some that don't look nice at all, like Guyana. Barrick Gold was breaking down again this morning. New Gold has no rebound at all, so it could fall again. IAM Gold is breaking through its support. Kinross it does too. Gold Corp has a sell signal today, short-term bearish cycle, and there are others that are breaking down too. See Alacer that going. That's the reason why when you buy here, we always suggest taking profit. It's to make sure we have some protection, because even if you bought here or here, not very far from one another, if you haven't taken any profit, now you're close to lose money in there. So that's the reason of those. And Premier Gold Mine is making a new low for the year. So some stocks are positive, some are not. So I think unless you buy the strongest one when they break out, you should avoid all the rest of those stocks. So the mining, as I said, returned on us today. So all of those breakout that we had, like First Quantum, it's totally canceled, and Tech is heading towards its support. Hut Bay is breaking down. Altius is close to do it, and even in the U.S. stock, it's pretty weak too, because I have seen many stock like Rio Tinto heading to its support, and BHP Billiton So the pressure is down. There are pressure by sellers now on the mining. So and the sector is very hard to analyze this time, because when you look at the index, look how bad is the index. There are holes everywhere. It's not clear movement. It's jumping all over the place. So it's pretty hard to take good decision in this situation. And on the short term, it's over bought. So it indicates that there is still some potential on the downside. Patrick here has a question. Hi, what do you think of RVX raise? So RVX, it's nice movement. The volume, Resverlogics, it's nice because the volume is progressing today. The stock is breaking out from a positive triangle formation, while the bottom was always higher, while the buyer always came to the same resistance. So I believe that seems to be good. The movement has been done so far, and it's sideways. So I'd say that we would confirm the break of the resistance when the stock goes up to 280, 282, and that would be the price of an entrance on that stock if you want to buy it. And so it's a pretty nice stock. It's one of the best that we have seen today. And also, I told you about the cannabis, and it's very negative. Look, Chronos bounced back yesterday, but it's coming back down at the moment, and Afria is really heading down today, and even weed is doing so. And let's talk about XO, because I have had in the previous show a lot of questions about HEXO. And the reason why I wouldn't buy it right now, because on the short term there's not enough potential, because you have 9 chance out of 10 that the stock will stop once it reaches the resistance, if it reach it. So when it stops, when it's going sideways, and then break after 565 or 570, and then it would be a go. But until then, there is no go there on that stock. So as I said earlier, I can't see any rebound at all. Look, it just keeps going down always. Again, look at the industrial sector. So you see, it's sellers all over the place this morning. I can't see any buyer anywhere. What I mean, there are always buyer, but the sellers are more numerous than the buyer here today. So in this situation, if you look at the other sector, look, consumer discretionary is still applying some pressure on the support here. The telecom, the rebound seems to be over already. The financials are not breaking through. Only Intact did it yesterday and kept going up on that movement, but that's the only one. And so the industrial sector is totally flat. It's at the top. It's not negative. It's not looking really bad, but there's no signal of entrance there. Real estate is the same. The utilities also too. No sector are beginning any bullish cycle at all. Not even continuing one. And you look at the staples breaking through this week's support one more time. So there's no buy to do there. And see, if you look at the technology, it's it makes me worry a little bit to see that the sector, the energy sector went down in 15 minutes. You see how clear is this situation. So the sector really went down and then even steeper. And right now there's not even a pause or anything. It still goes down there. So I mean, there could be a rebound when the Fed will talk, but both sides are still there. For the moment, we need this afternoon a rebound to save the situation of many sectors, because most of the sectors are within a sideways movement, very close to the bottom of their support. And if something goes bad, we may have many sectors breaking down with sell signal. You know, before the Fed announcement, I would relax and not acquire any new position until we find out why this market seems to be worried today. So this is it for today, folks. So watch this up this afternoon. It could be very interesting. Maybe nothing is gonna happen, but maybe it will. So I think it's worth the patient to wait for another hour before buying anything. Thanks very much. Have a very great day. See you next time.